Ballyclare District Historical Memorial Association. The Darkley Massacre. Even in a country where bombings, shootings, loss and suffering was a part of everyday life, Darkley stands as one of the most evil mass murders of our time. Darkley's Mountain Lodge Pentecostal Church was a gospel hall, although in reality it was a small wooden hut, but the local Pentecostals used this hall to worship, sing and pray. The village, which is near the border, is tiny amid a Republican background. It's isolated, it's vulnerable, and in an area where there is a history of genocide against Protestants. On Sunday, the 20th of November 1983, 65 Christian men, women and children gathered for their usual evening of worship. David Bell's recording of service captured the horror inflicted on the innocent civilians. The hymn chosen that evening, "Are You Washed in the Blood of the Lamb?" This can be heard on the recording of service, and where you can hear the congregation singing, "Lay aside the garments that are stained by sin." You then horrifically hear the gunshots and the screaming. The plan, like Tullyvallen, was to charge into the church hall and to shoot as many innocent men, women and children as they could. Women and children, until your guns run out of bullets and then run away. As the gunmen approached, they were met by 3 church elders at the front doors. The gunmen immediately started firing, killing Harold Brown, 59, and 39-year-old Victor Cunningham where they stood. David Wilson, 44, shot and seriously wounded, managed to stumble into the main hall to warn the congregation to hide, to take cover, before he dropped in the aisle and died. The cowardly assailants reloaded and fired into the hall from the outside before fleeing the carnage. 3 people died that day, with many seriously injured. William White took 5 bullets to the stomach. A bullet grazed his wife's spine and another passed through the trouser leg of their 18-month-old son. Bobby and Muriel Heron were both shot in their legs. Sally Bain, the daughter of Pastor Bain, had her right elbow shot off, the bullet then lodging in her thigh. Nigel White took a bullet in his leg, and Edith Kenny was wounded in her cheek. Can you imagine being in that hall with your child? Children cowering under the seats, surrounded by the blood of dead and injured friends and families. The Ruger semi-automatic rifles used were favoured by Michael McKevitt, the same individual from the Kingsmill Massacre, the Tullyvallen Massacre, and later the Omagh bomb. One weapon was traced back to Dominic McGlinchey, a terrorist with the INLA, who later admitted to supplying the weapon, but actually claimed not to have anything to do with the atrocity. This massacre instead was claimed by a flag of convenience organisation, the non-existent Catholic Reaction Force. Dominic McGlinchey died in 1994 and was given a full paramilitary-style balaclava-clad Guard of Honour. Michael McKevitt died in January of this year and was given a comfort letter, stating he was unwanted for any crimes in the UK. The innocent people of Darkley Pentecostal Church that evening, and who had never been involved in terrorist activities, nor were any of them members of the security forces, have no such comfort, and no one is asking why.